Hi Scorpio, this is Teresa from Tarot by T. Welcome to November. I'm getting ready to do your November Love TarotScope, and first I want to bring in some good energy surrounding this reading, so create some sacred space. And I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for commenting and taking the time out of your busy day to make a comment or leave a comment. Thank you for those who have ordered readings. I really appreciate your business and I enjoy working with you. I really enjoy meeting new people and helping people through these readings. So I thank you for that. So let's see what's going on. This is an important month for Scorpio because you have a full moon in Taurus and a new moon in your sign on the 18th. The full moon is on the 4th of November in Taurus, and that will affect your relationships. Something could be coming to a culmination. Either you're preparing for commitment, or you could be ending a relationship, or you could be finalizing some relationship, and it could be business partnership as well. But it's shining a light on relationships, so you're seeing certain truths around partnerships and relationships at the full moon. And the full moon is also, so we'll get more into that as we do the reading. Let's see what Scorpio needs to know about relationships and love in the month of November. What's coming up this month? I think this should be a good month for you. You have Jupiter in your sign, Jupiter in Scorpio, so you're going to be the golden child for a whole year. Jupiter's the planet of opportunity and abundance and expansion. So it's time to broaden your horizons and put yourself out there. Don't play it small. Go big. Go big or go home, as they say. For Scorpio. So this is your year, starting with the new moon, because Jupiter's the bigger planet. So it sets the trend for the year, but the moon, the new moon, is like the starting gate. It's like the gun at the starting gate that says go. So if you have any big plans, put them into action just after the new moon in Scorpio. And you will be working with the energies of Jupiter and, the abundance of Jupiter plus this new beginning, this new energy. So let's see what Scorpio needs to know about, love and relationships for the month of November. May only the highest forces be present to ensure that the truth be told. The Devil, the Ten of Wands, the Moon card, the King of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Temperance card, the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay, so you start out with the Devil card, crossed by the Ten of Wands. So you might be involved, some of you might be involved in a relationship that's very hard to break out of. You feel kind of drawn to this person. The Devil can be an addiction card. You might be dealing with someone who's struggling with addiction. In some cases, it could be a card of fear. Like you're afraid of getting too deep with someone because you're afraid the relationship will overwhelm you. With the Ten of Wands, you've been carrying a burden. You've been working really hard toward a goal. Maybe a relationship is becoming a burden. You feel like you just can't go on anymore. The Ten of Wands, though, the good thing about the Ten is that you're ending a cycle. You're ending this period of hard work and a sense of being burdened. So that's coming to an end, and probably with this full moon, you will see that. You will see that where you need to put your energy. So if you're in a relationship where that's not being productive, whether it's business or personal, whether it's a love relationship or a business partnership, if you feel like you've been all work and no play, and you're not seeing results or you're not seeing anything that's benefiting you, it may be time to stop putting your energy there and start devoting your energy somewhere else. You have the Moon in the past and the King of Cups. So again, this is another card of On the best case scenario, the moon could be a card of imagination and psychic ability. So, and Scorpios are very intuitive. I mean, you have the gift. You can focus on something and you just know things. It's very hard to fool a Scorpio or lie to a Scorpio because they just sense the truth. You know, they just know. The other side of this, though, is you don't want to let your imagination run away with you. Sometimes it's a card of deception or illusion, where you're not reading a situation clearly, or you're imagining things that may not be true, that may not be there. So you could be thinking that a partner is cheating on you and they're not. Or you could be thinking that coworkers are talking behind your back and they're not, or they're working against you. So with the moon, you have to be very careful that you're seeing a situation clearly, that you're seeing a relationship clearly, that you're not adding your own imagination to it, that you're not being overly sensitive and bringing things into the picture that really are not real. Another way that this card could play out is you could be dealing with someone who is going through a very troubling time emotionally and mentally. So you could be dealing with someone struggling with mental issues or mental problems. Some of you. And it could be that here's this King of Cups. This can represent someone who's very sensitive, extremely sensitive, has very deep feelings, keeps their feelings hidden. So this could be qualities within you, because, you know, with the Devil card, you have you're very passionate. All Scorpios, they don't do anything halfway. It's either all or nothing. You're very passionate about what you do. You're very passionate about the goals and the people in your life. If they didn't mean something to you, they wouldn't be in your life. So if you're in a relationship, you're giving it all you've got. You feel very strongly about the person. Otherwise, you feel nothing. If you're in a business situation or career situation, you have to really love what you do. You have to be committed and passionate about what you do. And if it's not giving you that passion, if it's not fulfilling that desire, you're not going to be happy. So this King of Cups can represent someone that you're dealing with who's extremely sensitive. Could be a relationship with someone who is like the calm in the storm. So it could be someone that you talk to, that you can confide in. It could be a counselor or a healer. Someone who's very healing with you, very nurturing with you. So that person can benefit you in some ways. But also sometimes this could represent qualities within yourself, because it's a water sign, because the cups usually relate to water. Maybe you're being really emotional or sensitive over something, and you need to maybe tame that a little bit. And I'm going to tell you why, because you have the Temperance card in the future and the Eight of Cups here. The Eight of Cups is a card about walking away from something that was once very important to you. It could be a relationship, but you no longer feel that it's fulfilling. Now it's as if, well, this was good back in the day, and for many years this has been a good path for me, or a good relationship for me, but now suddenly I'm not feeling the love anymore. So in a relationship, it could be that the relationship's just not working anymore. It's not giving you the passion, and it's not giving you the results that you want, or the commitment that you want. In a career, so you're thinking about walking away to something else, moving on to something that's more meaningful, that's going to bring you what you're looking for. Maybe the work that you do even. It could be even in the work that you do. Because especially with this full moon and the new moon, it's going to be affecting your relationship axis. So the full moon can bring things to culmination. The full moon, now this full moon is connected to Neptune. So if you're doing anything creative, this could be a very powerful time for you. If you're working on a creative project, you could really show creativity and produce something really wonderful. Anything outside of that realm, you could be like, there could be some type of deception or illusion surrounding what you're doing. So there could be something like a relationship that you're just not seeing clearly, or a business partnership where there could be deception, or there could be a sense of not knowing what's going on, or not really knowing, like feeling like there are things hidden, things going on behind the scenes. But they will come out at the full moon. The full moon usually shines a light and brings things to the surface. So whatever's hidden may be revealed, and that may, once you realize the truth, you may decide to walk away or follow a different path, because that's what this card's about. It's about leaving something behind to move on to something more fulfilling. And the Temperance card in the future, so you might be letting go. Now, with this card, this is a card of what you need to let go of, or what has influenced your situation, but is no longer as, it's no longer as critical. It's not, the influence is fading, is what I want to say. So if this is a relationship, it could be that you're walking away from a relationship that's no longer fulfilling. If this is qualities within you, then it's a message that you have to try to not take things so personally. Maybe you're being extra sensitive over something and it's affecting you. It's causing you to read things in the wrong way. So you need to just detach, be a little bit more detached. Try not to take everything that people do and say as a personal attack. In the Temperance card, in the coming in the future, this is a card of balance, trying to balance opposing, and this actually fits the full moon energy because you have the sun in one sign, you have the moon in the other sign. So you have to try and not go to extremes, because Scorpios have a tendency to do that. You're all or nothing. Either you're extremely angry or at someone, you know, it's like I'm in 100% or I'm out. You know, I'm either with you or I'm against you, or whatever. So you have to try and find that middle ground. Don't go to extremes of emotion. Don't go to extremes of behavior. Don't overreact during this month. Try to find the middle path. This is also a card of being guided on a spiritual level. This card has to do with the Archangel Michael. So you are being called. You're getting. It's like you have angelic protection. There's an angel or a guardian angel or some kind of spiritual support that's guiding you toward the right path. So you have to take some time out to trust, listen to that voice, listen to that inner guide. And if something is telling you, I need to move on, this isn't working, listen to that voice and start making plans to focus in a different direction. Because this burden that you're carrying, you might be really been working really hard, carrying a lot of responsibility. It could be within a relationship. Maybe you're taking care of someone or involved with someone who's draining you energetically, who's making a lot of demands on you. So you have to put that burden down. You're going to be putting that down in November. And then you have that new moon in Taurus, which is falling in your 7th house. That's going to be a time when you can make a new beginning. That puts you on a better path, a more prosperous path, a healthier path. That new moon is going to be, Uranus is going to be connected to that new moon. So anything can happen when Uranus is involved. There could be some surprising developments. Around the time of the new moon too, you also have Mars squaring Pluto. So that could be a volatile time for you. Be careful how you're communicating, because Mars in your 3rd house, or let me see, it could be with the new moon. You have Mars in Libra. Now Mars is actually in your 12th house. So you might be angry around the new moon. There could be something going on in your environment with relatives, brother, sister, colleagues, neighbors, that's really getting you angry, and you've had to suppress this anger. So it's building up. It may build up to a point where you want to just release it. When Mars squares Pluto, and when you have Mars in the 12th house, that's whatever's in the 12th house is repressed. That's repressing your anger. So just be careful how you communicate. Don't blow up. You know, you might be suppressing anger, and then all of a sudden you just like have an incident where you just blow up at someone because it's been suppressed for so long. And when Pluto's involved, its tension has been building up over time, and it reaches a critical mass point, and then you just want to explode. So just be careful of that. With the Temperance card, you want to be calm. You want to try and stay calm. You want to try and see things from both sides. You want to try and compromise, find a win-win solution. Don't go to extremes. Don't draw a line in the sand and say, it's got to be my way or the highway. that's what you want to avoid in November. At the same time, you want to work toward getting your needs met, but also considering the needs of others. Here you have the Queen of Pentacles in your negative thinking sector. This tells me that you have a lot of talent, and you may even be thinking of taking your career in a different direction, learning new skills, because you have the Eight of Pentacles here in your environment. So this is a card of the apprentice, or you're at the beginning stages of something. You might be learning new skills so that you could get a better paying job, or you might be taking a new direction with your career, leaving an old path behind and moving into a new direction. One thing you have to be careful of with the Queen of Pentacles, because it's in the negative thinking, don't doubt your abilities, because the Queen of Pentacles represents the energy of someone who's very down to earth, knows what they need to do, they're dedicated to the path, they're really concerned about security, financial security especially. So you might be working toward greater financial security, and to do that you might be having to learn new skills. What you want to do is you have to have confidence that you can do it, and you can. You have a lot of talent, just don't doubt your ability. So if you reach a difficult period, some people feel like quitting or giving up. They go, well, I don't know, maybe I can't do this. Don't feel that way. Just keep going. You'll get there. You might be juggling a lot of things with this Two of Pentacles in your wish fulfillment sector. So you might have two different options, and maybe you're working a full-time job, but you're also doing something on the side to bring in extra money, or you're working two jobs. It could even be in a relationship situation that you're trying to decide between two people, because twos are always, I'm trying to make a decision. There's a duality there, and it's kind of like picking up with the theme of temperance. This is the higher theme. It could also mean with the Two of Pentacles that you're existing in a situation and you haven't really been complaining. You're really not that happy. You're like laughing on the outside, pretending everything's okay, but on the inside you know you're not happy. And you know that something's missing and you want something more. And with the Ten of Swords at the end, something is coming to a culmination in the month of November. I think you're going to see by the full moon where you've been wasting your energy and your time. So if you're in a relationship, it could be a relationship that you decide, you know what, I'm not going to give this person any more of my time or my energy. They're just draining me, it's not getting me anywhere, it's not productive. You might decide to walk away. If it's a career situation, that could pop up also, because the 7th house is not just, the full moon is activating your 1st house and the 7th house. And it's not just relationships in terms of love relationships. It is committed partnerships, but those partnerships can also be business related. So it could be a partnership on the job, some commitment you have at work. You might start to see the truth, like, do I really need to stay at this company? Is this company giving me what I need? Are they paying me what I deserve? Is there any room for growth here? So you may come to the decision like, you know what? I think it's time for me to leave. So the Ten of Swords is a good card because you're waking up to where you're wasting your energy. And so you're going to stop wasting your energy on a person or a career path or situation that's no longer working. That's been draining your energy, taking you off, stopping you from being, from fulfilling your destiny, or for being the best you can possibly be, for getting the recognition you deserve, the love that you deserve. So especially, you have the full moon, which represents an ending, and then you have the new moon, which is a great time for a new beginning. So you may suddenly have this renewed energy. This is a good time to start something. So if there's a career path, or if there's a new relationship that you'd like to pursue, now's the time to start, let go of the old, let go of whatever's no longer working, and get yourself on the right path. Even you don't have to do everything, but if you just start it. I mean, you don't have to, it's like the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So just take that first step just after the new moon. And you can be working all year toward your goal. You've got the Jupiter at your back, giving you abundance, giving you opportunity, giving you prosperity, giving you confidence and optimism. So this is a good time for beginnings. So you could decide to leave an old relationship behind and start a new relationship, Or you could leave a career path behind and take a new directions to have a new beginning, maybe a new job or a new career path. I'm not saying that, I don't think that you're gonna, I think this is a time of just beginnings. So it may not be that you change jobs in this month, but it may be that you decide where you want to go and you start working to get there. And that's what this card is about. It's about knowing where to put your energy, where it will be most productive, where it will bring the most fulfillment. And ending, because you have 2 10s here, so you're going to have some kind of ending. The good thing is your burdens are ending. The good thing is, with the 10 of Swords, whatever troubles you've been experiencing up until now, it's going to come to an end where you're not going to be touched by them anymore. And it's going to free you to follow a new path. So it's good because nothing bad lasts forever. You know, everything is in a state of flux. Everything changes. The thing you have to guard with is the Devil card, which is fear. Don't be afraid to pursue the path that really speaks to you. Don't be afraid to pursue the person that really speaks to you. Don't be afraid to let go of someone or something that's no longer fulfilling, whether it's a relationship or a career path. Sometimes, you know, you get locked in. Scorpios are very, they get attached. You know, you're like, you have deep feelings, and it's hard sometimes to break that. Whether it's an attachment to a person or an attachment to a career path or a job, or even a place where you're living. So don't let fear hold you back. You have the talent, you have the skills, and you can have a more fulfilling relationship, but you may have to let go of something that's just not working. Let me see what's going on with the new moon. Yeah, the new moon is... there could be some surprises with the new moon, especially in terms of either health or work. So you may decide that you're going to start taking better care of your health. There could be something that comes up that says, hey, I have to start exercising more. I have to, you know, I have to start caring about me. It could also be because the 6th house relates to health, it relates to pets, it relates to your work environment. So there could be some surprises. And with the Mars-Pluto thing, you might not be happy. You may just get really angry over some of the changes going on that come up out of the blue. If that happens, that will be your final realization, like, you know what, I need to move on. And you are going to move on. So don't be afraid of change. That's all I'm saying for this month. All change is good if it's getting you out of a stagnant situation, if it's getting you out of a rut, whether it's in relationship or career. You need to be in a position or a situation that's going to give you the love and the recognition that you deserve. So that's my reading for November, Scorpio. For some of you, happy birthday, for those who were born in November, in the early part of November. And if you're celebrating Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving if you're in the United States. I wish you wise decisions, courage to choose the right path and get on the right path and stop wasting your energy on anything that's draining you and that's stopping you from fulfilling a dream. And I wish you prosperity and luck for November. I will talk to you again in December. Thank you. Bye now.